This is example 2 for the sketch-based mirrors, fillets, and trims lesson. In example 2, we're again going to start a new blank inch part file using the template. And then let's go ahead and save this file before we get going in the location where we've been saving our files for lesson 5. Use that quick little trick to highlight a previous exercise, and we can rename this one to example 2 with your name. Now in this lesson we're going to be looking at two sketch tools. One is the trim tool and the other one is the tangent relationship. So we're going to start a sketch on our front plane and start by sketching two circles. I'll press escape to get out of my circle command, and now we're going to add the line that we're going to make tangent to these two circles. So I'm just going to sketch a line up at the top there and press escape to get out of that command. Now to add a relationship, we know we just hold control down to select the two entities we want to relate. Then I'm going to add my tangent relationship. What this has done is to force the line to always lay on the edge of that circle or tangent to that circle. Now we also want to add a tangent relationship to the other circle, so I'll make a tangent relationship there as well. And the last thing we want to do is force this line to be horizontal. So if I select that line, I can make it horizontal. And now we can see that as the size of the circles change, the line remains on the edge of those two circles. Now the other way we could add our tangent relationship is simply by sketching a line that starts close to where the tangent point would be on the one circle. And as we get close to the tangent point on the other circle, we'll see that SolidWorks snaps. We can see that little black crosshair show up. It snaps onto the tangent point. So if we look at the relationships for that line, we've already created the two tangent relationships, one with a larger circle and one with a smaller circle. So again, we have our two tangent relationships. Now before we dimension this circle and add the next two circles, we're going to look at the trim tool. If we use the trim tool, we're going to use the trim to closest. And when we highlight over with these scissors over different objects, we can see that they highlight. And if I select some of those objects, I can trim them away. Now our profile is starting to look a little bit more like what we want. So the last step is going to be to add my two circles concentric with those outside circles. And then let's go through and dimension our profile. So the larger circle is going to be 2 inches. The smaller circle is going to be 1 inch. The distance between the two circles is going to be 4 inches. And then the diameter of the larger inside circle will be 1.5 inches. And the diameter of the smaller inside circle will be 1 inch. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and change this 1.5 inch dimension to 2 inches. There we go. So again, we remember that if we double click a dimension, we can change the dimension. Now we can go ahead and select our features and boss extrude, and we're going to apply a depth of 1 inch to our profile with a blind extrude, and we can accept those settings. And there you have it. We've looked at the trim tool as well as the tangent relationships. I hope this exercise was a help.